And let's roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out, let's roll out.
All right. Ladies and germs, welcome back. This is Food, Fitness, and Fun with my main man.
Me. What's good to see you. Good to be back. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Let's get this popping.
All right. Always a fly intro with Dre. Never just hello. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Just be freestyling the wildness.
I don't even know what's happening with me.
I dig it. And I'm JD. I'm JD. It's hot. I'm here. And I'm ready to pod. You know what I'm saying? I got takes. We got debates. And let's start with our sponsored by. I've got salads. So I've been trying to eat more salads. Been trying to get more of the raw veggies up in me. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. So that's what I've been doing. So this is a big ass mixing bowl of salad. Somebody told me the picture don't look like it's a big salad, but I promise you it is. This is a mixing bowl. I threw in here iceberg lettuce, baby spinach, carrots, peppers, onions, and just a splash of Italian dressing. Because I try not to do like a lot of people and turn my salad into a soup.
Yeah.
Lots of people drown their salad in dressing and turn it into a soup. So I just put a splash. Plus, call me weird, I actually like the taste of the vegetables without any dressing. So a lot of times, I don't even add dressing. But I've been eating some more salads, so I added a little bit of dressing this go round.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I do the same thing when I have salads, big giant bowls, not a lot
I
of
got that from
dressing.
you.
Yeah. And you're right, man. Some especially with that ranch, it's like you're not even having a salad once you drown it with ranch, kid. Like all those calories on that ranch, just go have a burger. You know what I mean? Stop. You know what I'm saying? Just go have pizza, kid.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, why are you putting all that ranch in there? It's like mayonnaise, whatever it is. So it's just like, yeah, you want to have a salad, a little bit of, salad dressing, just a little bit, a little oil, vinegar, something like that. And maybe some little bit of seasoning if you want to do that. Something like you're saying to bring out the taste, but you don't want to disguise the taste. I think that's what happens. People tend to like disguise the taste because they really don't like it, and so you want it to taste like blue cheese,
right? You're like, I just wanted to taste like crunchy ranch dressing.
You know what I mean?
All right,
like, yeah,
that's what you want, but it's no longer a salad when you do that.
Now it's something that could have been like 100 calories is now like 400, 500 calories.
And even when you go to like the salad spots, like what I mentioned last pod, they ask you, they're like, how much dressing you want? Light, medium, or heavy? I'm like, heavy, nigga. What is this, a period? No, I don't want heavy. Sorry, ladies. I know that was I know that was offensive. I'm sorry, ladies.
Right, but, it's all dressing and no salad.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like son, no, I don't want salad with my dressing. I want dressing with my salad. It's a little different.
Yeah, no doubt.
So but I don't think there's anything wrong with a splash. You know what I'm saying? A little bit to add flavor. Nothing wrong with that. It's just like popcorn. You want to put a little bit of butter? You can put a little bit of butter, but a lot of us we like to drown our popcorn in butter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm guilty. I'll be honest. I'm a popcorn drownerer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to be, but not anymore. Once you step away from it for a while, when you go back and you be like, I was eating this.
Ugh, what's wrong with me?
Right. Like, nah.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, let's move on.
Why not? That was a quickie. So I've been getting asked questions about pre-workout. Pre-workout is not my specialty. I currently don't take pre-workout. I used to a long time ago. You put me on to a pre-workout, and I'll be honest, like I told the people who were asking me, back then I didn't even know what pre-workout was. I was new to working out, and you was like, "Yo, son, you want an extra boost in the gym? Buy this crazy
Take
GNC
this.
fly shit." I was like, "Oh, okay. Here, take all
Yeah.
my money.
Right,
Thanks."
right, right.
So yeah, so I didn't even know until you told me, like, "Oh man, I ran out of this pre-workout," and I was like, "Pre-workout? The fuck are you talking about?" He was like, "Oh, the GNC fly shit we take," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But then shortly after, I stopped taking it, and I don't take anything like that. We spoke about, we've discussed what supplements we do take here before, but we've never done a deep dive on pre-workout, what it is, why people take it. So I'll tell you the way I explained it to the two people I was talking to about it, and then you could go in. I know your uh, explanation is going to be more detailed and sound better because I'm not the most
I'm an
experienced.
expert in this shit.
Say it again. Say it
Nah,
again.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
nah.
So that's what I said. I said, I'll see if me and Dre want to talk about it. Dre is definitely more experienced with that than I am, and he probably can go in on it. So figure we do that for the listeners.
Yeah.
So I basically told them there's different forms of pre-workout. Some people just straight up do a protein shake. Other people take various supplements. They also have, like, I remember Terry Crews in that same video we spoke about last time. He showed his pre-workout. He said it was pretty much just what was the amino acids. He said it was
Branch chain amino acids. Yep.
there you go. He
BCAAs.
said it was branch chain amino acids, and that's what he took while fasting before his workout. So I told them there's different versions, and people take different ones for different reasons. But the idea is that this is giving you an extra boost. It's a cheat code of sorts to be able to, you know, pick things up and put them down. To be pumped up and impressive. You know what I'm saying? To basically go the extra mile and be able to do more than you were able to do last time, to give you a little extra push. And then they asked me, well, is post workout a thing? I said, oh, definitely, but that's a whole nother thing, and reasons are different. So that was the quick version I gave them, but I said, listen, Dre is going to get way more intricate. He's going to have way more info and probably be able to talk about the different ones. I only ever took the one pre-workout packet that you recommended to me almost 10 years ago when I first started working out. I never knew shit. I was just being a good student and just blindly following.
Yeah.
So, trusting, not blindly following, but trusting the person who was, passing on these things to me and helping me, guiding me. So that's it. You can go in and then we can talk about it after.
Yeah. So yeah, man. No, yeah, you wasn't blindly following. It's like let's like now. It's like anything I tell you, I explain to you. Yo, this does this, this does that. You know, maybe at that time it was some information overload, and maybe that's kind of what's happening. Um, but I think you got to kind of start at the beginning, meaning that a lot of this stuff by supplement companies is to get you to spend money. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Absolutely.
how we have to make this stuff seem like it's so essential, or you're going to get the ultimate hack by
Right.
buying this thing, right?
Yeah. 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 Let me move up. Talk that shit.
And so we have to start there, because honestly, you need food. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, yeah, you need energy when you go to the gym. What does your body How does your body get energy? From food. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it gets its energy from. If you stop eating, you get tired, you can't perform because you don't have any energy. So
Right.
that's the main thing. But obviously, no company is going to tell you that. I mean, they will, and they always have that sort of in the fine print. It's like, take this
Right.
with
Food.
regular food or balanced meal, you know.
Right.
So yeah. But anyway, um, there are three things that these companies sell, um, surrounded around the workout. There's your pre-workout, as you're talking about now. There's something called your intra-workout, stuff that people are sipping on while they're working out. And then there's the post-workout. It's like, oh,
Right.
your work done. Now you need this, right? And so you create all these products around the workout. And they all can be very, very different. Usually a pre-workout is some sort of stimulant, right? Um, honestly, you have, when it comes to pre-workout, you have two types: a stimulant base or a non-stimulant base,
Okay.
right? Some people can't handle stimulants, so these companies decided, oh, you can't stand on the stimulants. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right.
Well,
We still want your money. I mean, we still got your
right,
back.
hold on. I'm gonna still hook you up, but this won't stimulate you, like
Right.
that will.
Right.
So most pre-workout is some sort of stimulant base. It could be caffeine. There's other different types of stimulants, and they put that in there. And when you take it, you feel like, oh, whoa, yo, I'm ready to smash everything. And so usually you take that like 30 minutes before you go to the gym, 30, 45 minutes before you go to the gym.
Right.
It kicks in. You get to the gym, and because you're stimulated,
You feel like
you
God.
yeah, you tend to work harder. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
your heart rate is like, yo, what are we doing? And
Right.
let's say you're doing cardio, and you're like, yo, I could just keep going, man. Like, yo, I got this crazy energy. And all that does is really kind of like work on your like nervous system. It's kind of like artificially producing this like emergency, and your body is like reacting to it. It's actually the way it happens, honestly, even with caffeine, as much as caffeine is in everything, it's kind of a little bit of a toxic or poison. And your body's like, yo, I need to get this shit out of me. Like,
Right.
let's rev this up to get this out. And so that
Mm.
revving up makes you feel like, oh man, let's do this. Now, that's usually the way it is. But you mentioned some other things. So you can package anything to be whatever you want it to be. So a lot of times, like you mentioned the protein, yeah, protein can be a pre-workout, because remember, protein is replacing food,
Right.
right? When you take a protein shake, it's normally like, oh man, like I wasn't able to eat food, or I wasn't able to eat enough food. And so I'm going to supplement my food with this protein shake. So I'll have an egg sandwich. And while I'm having the egg sandwich, I'll drink down the protein shake. So I have more protein. And you usually wait about an hour to have that break down. And some people can consider that to be their pre-workout, because the protein or the food gives you energy for the workout you're about to do.
Okay.
Branched chain amino acids can also be, as you said with Terry Crews, can also be used. And basically that's basically people like that will say, hey, I want what the protein will give me without a lot of the calories.
Okay.
So people will, because branched chain amino acids is in every piece of protein. If you have a steak, you're having branched chain amino acids. If you
Okay.
have a protein powder, you're having branched chain amino acids. That's why a lot of times it's not really worth buying branched chain amino acids if you eat food throughout the day, because you're going to get that anyway through the food.
Which makes
But
sense
if you're
why he spoke about it, because he said he has it while fasting.
right, so if you're saying, man, I'm not going to eat till 6 o'clock, but I'm working out in the morning, well, let me get these branched chain amino acids in, not the protein, because the protein is going to, remember, that's replacing food. So let's take out what I want from the food, which is I just want the branched chain amino acids, and then that'll help for your workout, so that happens there. In terms of post workout, it's kind of the same thing I just said. It's like,
Right. That's what
okay,
I told him.
yeah, after you finish your workout, depending on how much you worked out, right?
And
So
I
you
told
take
him
somebody,
depending what your goals are too, because I told him a lot of times the people who you see drinking a protein shake right after, Those are the people who are trying to lift heavy, bulk up, etc. You usually don't see someone who's doing a ton of cardio or calisthenics running to a protein shake.
Yeah, it's basically like, okay, I really look at a post workout as how long have you been working out? If you went in the gym and you did a quick half-hour session, 45-minute session, do you really need to eat right after? You know what I'm saying? It's like if you ate, let's say, a breakfast, let's say you work out in the morning, you ate a good breakfast. Maybe you did have a protein shake before. You
Right.
know, you worked out for a half hour, 45 minutes. That food is still doing what it needs to do.
Of
So
course.
you don't necessarily need to have anything afterwards. But if you're somebody like me, where it's like, okay, I had breakfast this morning. I waited an hour. I rode my bike to the gym. Then I worked out for 2 hours.
And then what you
You know what
did?
I'm saying? Then I rode my bike back home.
Talk to
My
him.
my body is like, son, I'm hungry right now. I'm gonna need something. So for me, what I do is, yeah, I had breakfast. I rode my bike in the morning. I worked out for 2 hours. After my 2 hour workout, in order for me to ride that bike home, I got to shake up a little protein. This is just going to get me to get home without collapsing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I did a 2 hour workout plus a 30 to 45-minute bike ride. That's a lot of time without eating,
Yeah.
so I'm going
Especially
to
while
need
you're
something.
burning so much.
Right. So I'm just going to need something to give my body a little something to say, hey, here's 200 and something calories of protein and then be on my way. That gives me enough. All right, I can make it home. You see what I'm saying? So it
Yes.
really all depends. I think what happens is people get stuck on what everybody else is doing and trying to figure out what everyone else is doing.
All the
If
time.
you're a beginner in terms of working out, the first you got to go with the basics, and the basics is, are you eating food? Are you eating enough food? That's the main thing. Are you eating a nice, clean meal? A protein source, maybe a little bit of carbs, some veggies, and that should be what you're doing. If you're saying to yourself, "Hey, I don't really have time in the morning to go work out or to eat something before," then yeah, you might need to have a protein shake. If you're saying to yourself, man, I'm a little bit tired and I just need a little boost to get me going, then you can get some sort of stem pre-workout, something to like, and honestly, the easiest thing you can get, hopefully the most cheapest thing, is a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee is one of the dopest, most inexpensive pre-workouts you can buy. So you don't necessarily have to go to GNC to get that. You
Right.
could just get a cup of coffee, black, or if you're not afraid of a little bit of calories, however way you want to enjoy it, not a lot of sugar, tiny bit of sugar, tiny bit of cream, whatever way you like it. That cup of coffee is a pre-workout. It gives you that boost that you need to get there, you
Right.
know. So understand that a lot of this is branding and marketing to get your, to have you open up your wallet and to make you feel like this is essential for you to get. And it's really not that essential. These
Yes.
are, yeah, these are some tools that you can use,
Right.
but they don't beat food. They don't be having a good diet
You
and
see?
eating throughout the day.
And I was excited because I said, man, I know Dre takes pre-workout. We
Oh yeah, I
definitely
take
gonna
all.
argue today. And here you go saying all the stuff I was about to say.
Oh man, no, because I listen. You know my style. I take everything. I don't give a shit. So, and the reason is because I like to self-experiment. I want
Right.
to see what the fuck it's gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, okay, let me take this. Let me take that. Let me see.
Right.
I want to feel the feeling myself. You know what I
Right.
mean? Especially now that I'm doing a lot of personal training, I can tell people what certain things are going to do because I've taken them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, yeah, that's gonna do this. This is gonna do that. If you take this is gonna make you feel itchy. In your skin. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Yeah, all
Son,
kinds of stuff, bro.
I wasn't
Yeah,
ready for that.
yeah. So
I'm gonna spit
yeah,
my water everywhere.
yeah. So it's not. So these things are not essential. They can be tools. You can use them. Like I said, if you feel like, oh man, I want to get a little bit of energy before fine, take it. The only thing I'll say is don't get used to that. So just like caffeine or coffee, if you take it every day, your body gets used to it and the effect goes lower and lower and lower, and you're going to need more of it. So, one time you just needed 1 cup of coffee. Now, as time goes on, you need 2, then you need 3, then you need 4. I say take a break from the stems. If you need it every now and then, fine. I actually keep a bottle of caffeine pills in my gym bag. They've been in there for months. I don't really use them. Now, if I'm in the gym and I'm like, yo, man, I'm dragging ass today. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna go in the locker room. I'm gonna pop me one of these caffeine pills, and so I can get this workout done. You know. So because I don't take it that often, when I do pop, I only need one. My body's like, yeah, oh, I
Right.
haven't felt this in a minute. So
Transformers.
yeah, it does what I needed to do. But if I do that every day,
Right.
after a while, my body's like, oh, yeah, we used to this.
This shit
You
again.
always, yeah, you always take this shit. What you
This
want
shit
to do,
again.
and
Right.
it's not going to give you that effect. So don't become a stem junkie. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
That
Don't
might be the title
depend.
this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't depend on the stems.
Right.
Use it as a tool every now and then. Your dependency should be on
Bars. Y'all
food.
heard those rhymes? Bars. He wasn't even trying. Come on,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Let me drop a beat. Hold on. Nah.
But honestly, like, yeah, your dependency should be on food. A good quality diet with good food. That's what you should be dependent on. And
Right.
if you say to yourself, hey, I eat at this time of the day, and then this time of the day, and this time of the day, and you fit your workout in between there, you should be fine.
And
Honestly.
drink lots of water.
Oh yeah. You should
Now we
drink
gotta
water
mention that because niggas will tell you, yo, son, I'm eating like 4,000 calories right now. I'm trying to do my thing. But they only drink a 16-ounce bottle of water for the day.
Yeah, we've had that conversation on here before. We
I
can,
know,
we
but
can, but it's
I
like,
gotta constantly
yeah. Yeah,
reiterate
drink,
because
especially when you're in the gym. Oh, and so the only thing I didn't talk about was the intra workouts, right? So the intra workout is while you're working out. A lot of times people will take, which is I feel is also unnecessary. People will sip on little branch chain amino acids.
I
They'll
see him.
sip
I
on,
see him.
yeah, little caffeine joints throughout their workout. Now, I don't know what cats are doing. Once again, if you going in like 2 hours, 90 minutes, you lifting big, crazy weight, and you need to sip on something to because you got a lot of volume throughout your workout. I feel that. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're only in there 30 minutes, maybe an hour, you really need to sip on something. I don't know. Especially if you splitting your workout where I
You
do a
need to
half
sip on
hour
water.
strength training. Yeah, you do a half hour of maybe, some sort of cardio. Eh, I don't know if you necessarily need that. I say start with nothing, good food, and then if you feel like you need something,
Right.
give it a try. Give one thing a try. Don't take a bunch of stuff. I think what happens, people, especially if you go to a store like a GNC, they're gonna load you up. You starting to work
Absolutely.
out?
Right.
Son, so here you're gonna need this. You're gonna need this pre-workout. Hold on, you're gonna need the intramural workout. Wait a
Get
minute,
the
hold on, kid.
protein.
You're gonna need that post-workout. Now, hold on. Now, do you have creatine? Wait a minute,
Right.
hold on. You're gonna need the creatine. You're gonna need So they're gonna load you up and tell
Right.
you need all this to start working out. And
Right.
because we're Americans and we're so used to buying everything
That's right.
to do a thing, we
Consumerism,
feel
baby.
like, yeah, it's like, yo, in order for me to do this, for me to get started, I'm going to need to buy all this stuff.
That's
And
right.
then I'm going to have to buy all the clothes to go with it because I got to
Gotta
have
have the
Gymshark
clothes.
shit, And so
Got
you
to.
spend $400 or $500 and now
For
you feel
no
like,
ass
okay, I'm
reason.
ready. And I'm like, all right, okay, you feel like you're ready, but where's the workout plan? Where's the consistency?
That's what you should have spent $500 on.
That costs nothing, you know what I'm saying? Or you could have, had somebody like myself who's a coach and been like, okay, let me sit down with you and talk about let's get a diet plan for you.
Yes.
Let's get a workout schedule for you, and
Yes.
then we're gonna check in every day, every other day, every
Right.
2 or 3 days. I'm gonna check
Right.
in with you and see how things are going, and we could talk about these workouts.
Right.
If you're gonna spend money on something, I say spend money on knowledge, not necessarily buying a whole bunch of shit, and then you're
That's right.
taking all of it at once, and your body don't know how to.
Your
What
body is
is
doing
this?
the robot inside. Just
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I? Right. And then because you start getting these weird feelings, what happens is you be like, oh, this shit is crazy. My heart is doing this, and you stop taking all of it. And so
right.
now you got a bunch of shit in your kitchen
You got
from when
$500 worth of nothing in your crib.
from when you used to work out 6 months ago, and it's just like, yeah, I stopped taking that stuff because
And it's
'cause
expiring
you took
now.
too much. Yeah, because you took too much stuff. You took too much
Wildin'.
stuff, and you don't need all that.
Right.
Have food, good, clean, quality food.
That's
Period.
right. I agree. So I don't take any pre-workouts, and I really thought we would argue. You know, I don't take it. We speak off pod, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't take any pre-workouts. I've already spoken about the supplements I do take, but I follow the same thing. I try to eat good, especially if I know, okay, listen, I'm gonna go hit a 2-hour gym session today. All right, well, I might eat right before I walk in that motherfucker.
Mhm.
So I know I have plenty of energy for that 2-hour workout. But I don't take any pre, post, interim. To be honest, before this conversation, I didn't even know there was interim workout shit. I thought niggas was just sipping their pre-workout while they was working out.
Nope.
That's what I thought. I even said that to one of the people I spoke to. I was like, oh yeah, but what is it that people be drinking when they're working out? I'm like, oh, niggas just be sipping their pre-workout during their workout, wilding.
Yeah.
So I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that shit, but I don't take.
A lot of times
any
it could
of
be
that.
like a Gatorade or some electrolyte mix. They're just having like a little electrolyte as they're
Yo, I
going
don't know
through.
how
It's
niggas
nothing
drink
to
that
it.
shit.
Some people just love it.
I was like really tired one day, and I was going to chill. I was like, man, I had a great gym session, but I'm beat, and I still got mad shit to do. Let me just get a Gatorade. I got a Planet Fitness Black Card. I get some Superfly discount. It's gonna be like $1 for this Gatorade. Let me get this Gatorade. And I was like, yeah, nice and cold. I'm about to good. What is this? Niggas drink this? It was weird.
I realize for me, electrolytes only really taste good when I really need electrolytes. So that's funny how your body is. So if I say I rode my bike and the whole time I didn't drink nothing because I was just going in. I was just like, I didn't want to stop or
Right.
nothing to stop me, and just drinking that sip of water is going to stop my forward progression because I'm trying to break one of my own personal records or something.
Right.
When I get to the end and I'm completely spent, I've all like mad electrolytes are gone. And then I drink an electrolyte drink, that tastes great. It tastes like the heavens. Like, oh, because my body needed it. But if you drink an electrolyte drink and you have plenty of electrolytes in you, that's when it's like, ew, this is disgusting. I would never
I don't
drink
know.
this.
It's funny
You know what
because
I'm
what you
saying?
described is how I was feeling, and also how like all the Gatorade commercials look. But I didn't have that reaction. I was like, ugh, what is this? This is weird. But I was beat. And I was like,
Oh,
man,
okay.
I gave it away. When I got where I was going, I was like, you like Gatorade? Here, drink this shit. I only took a sip. Here, it's yours.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
It didn't do it for me. Sorry, Gatorade. I guess I hurt Gatorade's feelings. Sorry.
Nah, Gatorade don't need you, bruh. Gatorade is good. Gatorade is super good. They got Gatorade Zero, Gatorade Fusion, Gatorade. What? They got extra Gatorade in it.
Smoke bomb.
You know what I mean? Gatorade Plus. What? Yeah. You want Gatorade with your Gatorade? Well, they have some Gatorade, nigga. Like, what? Gatorade
clear,
is good.
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? They don't care. Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's a good talk. I thought honestly, I was excited. I was like, oh, me and Dre don't argue much on the pod. We about to have a heated debate because he takes pre-workout and he's gonna say niggas need it, and we gonna argue. And I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, man. So I would never tell. My style. I don't tell people to take what I take because I know I'm wild. I take it. Listen, what? I've taken all kinds of I've told you back in the days, like things that are illegal now.
Right.
It was not illegal in the 90s. We take all kinds. Son, what? Like fucking ram's horn. Like, yeah, it's going to make your muscles. Took all kinds of crazy stuff, man. I don't care. I give it a shot, you know, because I'm that dude. Like, I watch what other people take and be like, where'd you took that? Let me see, you know, if it's not too wild. Yeah, let me see what it do, you know. So you take all kinds of crazy stuff. But I would never say, oh, you have to take this because I took it. That's dumb.
Well, you know, I'll be honest, because you take it, I didn't know fully what your stance was. Because, you know, a lot of people who take these things, they live by that shit. Like, nah, you gotta have this. You must. It's a requirement. Yeah. And I was like, if Drake come on here and say it's a requirement, we gonna have a nice, fun debate because I don't believe in none of that shit.
Yeah, that shit, so, no. You know, test boosters, all that shit. You don't have to take any of that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then this thing is like, what do you, you know, it all depends on like, what are you trying to do? If you just, hey, I just want to work out, I want to feel better, you know, I just want to look a little bit better. All right. Now, if you're trying to be a bodybuilder and get on stage and pose and, you know, and be on some Arnold shit, oh, you're gonna have to take a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole different conversation.
That's special shit.
Yeah, that's less than 1% of the population. Most people are not working out to be in a contest and to be judged in their swimming trunks. You know what I'm saying? Most people are not doing that. Most of us go to the gym. Yeah, most of us just go to the gym to look a little better, to feel a little better, to be a little bit healthier. That's most of your people. So why would you need to take all this crap that somebody is trying to be on stage? Yeah, you know. And like I said, when you go to these GNCs and all that, yeah, they're gonna make it feel like, yeah, you got to take this. You need all these things,
right?
You know.
So it's the only way you could be Arnold Fly,
right? You know what I mean?
You want to look like Arnold or not? Do you want to look like Arnold or not?
This is what Arnold took, and
you know what I'm saying? The truth is, matter of fact, look at his picture on the back. Don't you see his picture on the back?
I don't know. Do you remember Arnold? Do you remember Arnold's supplements? Because Arnold had a supplement.
I didn't know. You told me about it when I was with you. When I was with you at the Bricks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Arnold used to have a supplement company too, man. It's like, you know, I'm not mad because that's the formula. You know, you see it now with the influencers. Some people get so many influencers and they get so, you know, millions of people where they're just like, okay, it's time for me to have my own supplement thing.
Oh, so many followers.
Yeah, followers or whatever. Yeah, they get so many followers. They're influencers that have so many followers. And so after a few million followers, they're just like, all right.
I don't even think you need 1 million anymore. I think after like 100K, it's like, what you want to sell?
Yeah, that's when they like, oh yeah, you need to take this. You know, they look really great. You know what I'm saying? The ones who got like 1 million, you know, they look super dope. Right. And they start peddling their own, you know, the ones who got like maybe 50K, they'll peddle somebody else's. But when they get to like 1 million, they start peddling their own supplement.
It don't really be their own though. It'd be private label shit they throw their name on.
Right. Yeah, they're not gonna sit there and create it. They're not in the lab like measuring shit. No, hell no. They don't. What do they know? They know how to look good on camera. Yeah, that's about it. They don't know. So somebody comes to them and say, hey, listen, you put your name on this, you get X amount of these profits and you don't have to do nothing but what you've been doing now.
That's
it. And rather than you having brick walls in the back, we're gonna put some products back there.
That's it.
You're gonna have a code, and that's the way it works.
That's the way it works. Yeah. Hit the link in my bio and put it in code FFF44.
Right.
Silly shit.
Who knows? If I blow up, maybe I have my own fucking shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Buy my crap. You buy everybody else's crap. Buy mine. It's my turn.
Hit the link in my bio and put in code buy my crap.
Right, exactly.
For a 12% discount.
You need it to work out. If you don't buy these things, you will never get results.
You want to look like Arnold or not?
Right.
Silly shit. Speaking of silly shit, you sent me a video and had me and my daughter very entertained last week. And basically, I don't know the guy. I never saw him before. You want to give him some background on who he is, or you just stumbled upon it?
So, I mean, I've seen him before.
Okay.
I don't know who he is, but I know he makes these annoying videos. Um where he just like goes around and one of these dudes that's just like, yo, I'll give you $100 if you do this. I'll
Right.
give you money if you
Girls
do
gone
that.
wild.
Yeah. It's so he has cash and he just like asks people to do things, and
Right.
that's kind of his thing. It's like he gets all these views because he has hard cold cash and he gets people to do whatever it is.
They make an ass out of themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a little
You're right.
snippet up. Y'all will see it and hear it. If you're watching, you get to see the whole thing. If you're listening, you can imagine it because it's pretty clear cut what's happening.
You look really strong. How much can you bench?
Bench? I don't do that much anymore. It hurts my shoulders.
What do you think you can put up right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
225.
If you bench 225, I'll give you $225.
Oh, I'm good.
Don't hurt your shoulders?
Yeah.
Down. Up. Come on, push. I'm the gunner. There we go. What do you think you can bench?
I haven't been at a gym in like 4 months, but I used to bench a lot.
Okay. What was your PR back then?
Oh, way back?
Yeah.
410.
Are you serious?
It's nothing even close to that.
If you want, I can load it up at 225 if you want to hit it. Let me know if you need help. You got it. Up.
Oh, it's close.
That was cool. Joey knows he can lift 3 plates. I want to see 3 plates. 315 pounds on the bar. I'll give you $315 if you lift it, all right? Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Up. Oh, yeah.
But he's going to different people and he's saying, "Hey, you look strong. What do you bench?"
So in this one is like, so in this video in particular, he
He's at Muscle
goes
Beach.
to he's at Venice Beach, what they call Muscle Beach because the beach is outside. And so, it's a very famous
gym is
beach. So
outside.
actually, the gym is outside. And actually it's it's where Arnold and everybody worked out. It's like a golden era gym. Honestly, I want to go there myself one day and work out. It's kind of on my little bucket list to go out to California and go there. So and if you notice when you were there, people, if you watch the video, were from all over. Cats are from France, from this and that.
Yep.
It's a place where you go. If you're into working out, it's sort of like the Mecca. People try to find their way eventually to get to Venice Beach and go to Muscle Beach and just do a workout,
Right.
So he goes to this very famous gym where you're known to see people from all over. So if you're making a video, that makes sense because you get a different perspective from different people.
Absolutely.
And he's going to give people
$1?
$100, right? Is it $100 or
It's $1 for every pound you lift.
Okay, so $1 for every pound you lift. So he doesn't start off that way. Like you said, he sets them up. He sets them up by saying exactly what you said. Guys minding their business. Hey, you look strong. Right there, it's a setup. Right? That's right there, it's a setup.
I love it.
And it's like, then the second setup is how much do you bench? Now, that's a very common question amongst men in the gym. Somebody just asked me yesterday. I was working out. A dude asked, can he go in? We started working out together. 2 minutes go by. The next thing he asks, how much do you bench? It's like, that's the thing, in gyms. Men ask each other that all the time, and it's funny because one dude answered it the way I usually answer it, and that is, I don't bench.
Right.
Boom. And that stops that right there. So I'm like, yo, I don't bench. Like, I don't,
Right.
And I had the same reason that dude said. I kind of like that dude said that. It was like, I think it was a French guy
on my
or something.
shoulder.
Yeah, it's like it's too much pressure on my shoulders, so I really don't bench. It's the same thing with me. I don't really bench. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big bencher. Yeah, I can bench, but if I'm in Planet Fitness or something and that's the only thing open, then I'll do the bench. But normally I do
chest press.
The press. Yeah, the chest press, which is out here, way less pressure on the shoulders and more emphasis on the chest. I get a much better feeling. So I don't bench either. So, but anyway, what makes it so funny? That's the setup, right? You look strong, and
Right.
how much do you bench?
How much do you
Now,
bench?
most people who fall into that trap, they say some wild ass number because that's what men do. We have these egos, right?
Niggas be
So
lying all the time.
all the time. It's equivalent to, I don't know if you're gonna cut this part out, but it's equivalent
Go
to
ahead, say it. I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
it's equivalent to dick size.
That's
It's
right.
equivalent to dick size. You know what I'm saying? No man is gonna walk around saying, I have a 2-inch penis. No. Every dude has to wear Magnum XLs because they got the biggest dick you've ever seen. Every dude is like that. When they go to buy condoms, they go, yo, you got Magnums? I need the Magnum XLs. So all of you guys got big, huge dicks, and that's what it is. But
Right.
then when you go home, just like with the bench press, when
Right.
you go home to put the condom on, the
It don't
shit is
fit.
slipping off. It don't
Can't
fucking
even
fit.
put it on.
Because, son, you buying condoms that are not made for you, son. You're
Right.
not that big down there. And just like the bench press, you can't lift that much. So what are dudes doing? They're setting themselves up for failure by saying, oh, yeah, maybe like, I don't know, 350, 400. When you know you can't really do that. Maybe you somewhere close to that, but you can't really do that. So
Right.
that's when the dude goes, oh, man, okay, I tell you what.
Right. You said 350. I have $350 for you if you could
Come on,
bench
brother.
350 one time right now. And niggas is excited. Oh, okay, yeah. Set me up.
Okay. Because you flash him, you flash the cash, and now they whoa. Rather than being like, wait a
Do
minute,
something
hold on,
strange
hold
for
on,
some
hold on.
change.
Right. Rather than thinking like, wait a second. If I don't do it, because that's like my limit. I've maybe never did it before, or maybe I did it once. If I don't do it, I get nothing.
Right.
Where I can actually say a weight I can do and come
get
back with
that.
something. So rather than me saying 350, why not just say 200? Yeah, I can bench 200.
Right.
Bench the 2.
In
pop,
the whole
pop.
video, there's mad people. The whole video, it's only 2 dudes that say a weight and do it with no fucking problem.
They're the smartest ones there. They're the smartest ones there. They're like, word. You can see them thinking about it. You can see them like, okay, what you gonna do?
Right.
You gonna okay? Yeah, I think I could do like maybe 2.
Right.
I do 280, whatever the number is. I can't remember.
Yeah, the one dude, he was like 185. He's like 185. I'll give you 185 right now. He said, right now? He said, all right, go ahead, line it
Okay.
up. Did that shit like nothing. He's okay. What else?
He could have did 2 or 3 of them, 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah,
That's
I would say you probably could do like 5 of them shits.
Yeah. So when you're working out, that's something called your working set, right? So for me, if I'm doing a bench, my working set is probably like 200 pounds, meaning I could probably get 10 out of 200 pounds. If I want to know my max, it might be close to 3, but why would I take the chance of blowing out my shoulder? That's not my working set. Who am I here to impress?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Fuck
cameras.
you. I'm not gonna blow my shoulder out and then walk away with nothing. Man, you must be out of your fucking mind. No, yeah, I look strong. Yeah, I could do 200. Yeah. My man was like, boom. But the dude I mostly respect is the French dude who said he don't bench. Yeah, I don't bench.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be a monkey for you and your fucking video. Keep your fucking money. I'm here on vacation anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't come out here for that. You know what I mean? I got enough cash. I'm good.
Right.
Go enjoy yourself.
Right.
I'm
Have
working
a blessed
out
day.
right now. Because that's my thing. When I'm in the gym, I'm not there to entertain anybody or to prove something to somebody. Oh, let me see if you could do this. Let me see if you could do that. For what?
Right.
I'm not here for you. I'm here for me. I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to do my working sets so I can feel good. You know, the fucking ego, man. Yeah.
Yo, ego be killing niggas all the time. You know, we're going to talk about it on Man Cave Monday real soon, but ego is a killer. All these dudes embarrassing themselves. And then he was making them feel good, too. They couldn't move that shit. He's like, man, you almost had it. You were so close.
Yeah, you almost had a trip to the hospital, kid. You know what I mean? You almost had a trip.
My daughter's like, Dad, they can't even do what they're saying. They're just lying. I'm like,
Exactly.
Because
There you
niggas
go.
lie.
Yes, they're lying.
Niggas
They're
lie.
lying because there's a camera in front of them, and that person, we used to say back then, they geesed you up. You know
Yep.
what I mean? You got
Yep.
all gassed. They gassed you up like, yo, this dude gassed you up by saying you look strong. That's the first thing that he put you in this category. Maybe nobody ever said that to you before because he said it to one kid who was like 13 years old or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, no, you don't look strong. You look like a 13-year-old kid.
Right.
You gonna let this motherfucker gas you the fuck up?
Yes. Yes. Because men love their ego stroked.
Especially when you that young. I mean, he's just a little, he's just a young kid. He's 13 or 14,
Son,
whatever he was.
shit was the best ever.
Yeah,
son.
you look strong. Everybody looks strong. Everybody looks strong.
Everybody.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, you look strong.
Matt, you
How
look
much
strong.
can you bench? How much can you bench?
How much can you bench?
Yeah. Well, I got cash if you can.
Right here.
Because once they say that number, it's like, oh, okay, 300. Well, I got $300 for every pound. Yeah.
Right. If you can lift it one time, I got you.
Great video. Yeah, it was
And
fun.
then,
It was.
and then what was really wild to me was, did you see cats form?
It was horrible. Horrible.
Cats are on their tippy toes. They've got their pelvis all the way in the air. All type of crazy shit. Their back is crazy bent.
Yeah, and one guy, I think he said he had a bad shoulder, but you can see it was like not even. It's like falling on the other part. Like, you're going to destroy your shit for this dude's video. You know what I'm saying?
But I never saw before that video. I never saw nobody do that shit. Be on their tippy toes and have their back like completely off the bench. I never saw that before.
Yeah, so some people try to use that posture to give them a little bit of a lift. That's when you're dealing with a lot of weight that you really can't handle. Is when you have to have this like weird position where
that's exactly how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you had a spot, the spot would help you up, right? When we used to work out, I'd be like, yo, can you spot me?
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
of course.
when you say yes, you'd be like, yo, you need a lift, so I'll give you a little lift off to get you going. So you're trying to create that little lift with your chest by creating this like weird position.
That's
and
exactly
you get
how
more
it was.
of that.
I'll put it on the screen
arc.
too. Yep.
Yeah, you get that arc, and that helps you lift that heavy ass weight. Which when I see that, I feel like that. Okay, that's too much weight.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're a power lifter and you're only there to see what your max is every time, knock yourself out. That's what you're there for.
Right.
But once again, most of us are there for aesthetics. Most of us are there to look a certain way. And if you're there to look a certain way, then you don't want to blow anything out. And so you need to use lighter weights and find out what your working set is, man. But yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Super funny. Baby girl was like, Dad, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I don't even know why you watching this.
Because it's funny.
She was just like, what is this shit?
It's
like,
funny. There's a lot of lessons to be learned, saying
my 12-year-old was not with it.
Lesson number 1: be careful of cats who put gas in
call
your
you
tank.
strong.
Yeah, who just G'ing you up.
I'm gonna start doing that, son. I'm gonna start walking around the gym like, you look strong.
That's it. That's number 1. Oh, and they love that. Oh, I do. You're right. I do look
Oh shit.
Yeah. How much can you lift though?
How much can you?
Let me take my camera out and see you.
I got my GoPro right here. How much can you lift?
Right.
I'll send you a 4K video right now. I'll DM you a 4K video of you right now if you could lift whatever you said.
Mm-hmm. And
Lying
so now you can have
motherfuckers.
videos of people blowing their shoulders out. That'll go viral.
That's how we're gonna get 1 million followers, son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just get mad videos of I'm gonna go to mad different Planet Fitnesses with my black card and just walk over to cats and be like, ooh, you look strong. How much can you bench?
Now, and this is a guy saying it. Imagine if it was a girl saying it. If a woman came over to a dude and said the exact same thing, those numbers would have went up. Them numbers would have went up exponentially.
But
so
whoever said 3,
whoever said 3 would have said 4. Whoever said 4 would have said 5. Everybody would have said some big ass weight because every dude is thinking that girl over there is watching me lift this big shit. You know, it's like most of the time, not times that chick ain't thinking about you. She's doing her own fucking thing.
And they wouldn't even, if it was a woman, they wouldn't even want money. They'll be so busy trying to impress her, they'll do that shit for free.
Yeah, especially the younger ones. You know what I mean? Especially the young. If
That's
you're
what
a
we
teenager,
should do. We should get like a lady friend and go to the gym with our camera and be like, yo, you look strong. Have her say it.
have her say that they look strong.
Have her walk over and be like, ooh, you look strong. Maybe caress his arm. I know this is like exploitative shit. I know I'm wilding right now, but you know, as soon as you touch a nigga, he'll be ready to do whatever. Yeah, I am strong. Yeah, what you want? How much can you lift? Oh, everything in here. All right, show me. No, my friend, he's just gonna record it. We're gonna send it to you. No, we not. No, we not. Actually, we will, but you're not gonna want it.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, yeah. So, what was your Instagram? Hold on, let me get my phone. Player, what was your Instagram? Player, fuck me. Oh, you don't want the video? You don't want this 4K? No, but you almost had it. You almost had it.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Funniest shit ever.
But yeah, that's kids. You know, I'm working in this school right now, teaching high school kids, and partially I get to take them to a weight room. There's a weight room inside the school.
I know you having a blast.
Oh, I'm having a great time. It's fun. Every kid, I mean, they're in 8th grade. Every kid wants to do 200 pounds with everything. Like, what is wrong with you, man? Stop. You don't know how to handle I'm like, you can't handle that. So put that down.
Right.
And we're gonna find where you are. I could do it. No. But I'm not surprised at that. I'm not upset at that.
It's indoctrinated.
It's actually, yeah, it's cute. You know, it's like, okay, all right. Listen, brothers. Right. No. No, stop. Put it to 50 pounds. Put it to 30 pounds.
Or just
let's find the weight that you could do. Yeah, let's just find what you can do. And it's taking them a while.
Men are so used to being ego driven that they don't even know how to put the ego down for a second.
And then young men have all this testosterone, and they're constantly comparing themselves to the other person. They got to see what the other person is doing.
It's all a dick measuring contest.
Yes, it's all dick measuring, piss contest. And it's like, yo, for me to be saying something like, don't be concerned about the person next to you.
It's mind blowing. I never heard that before.
Yeah, right. They're like, what? You know,
what
I say things like, okay, I'm going to partner you up. You're going to help your partner, okay?
Why would I do that?
Going to work together, you know, right? Like, what? That sounds weird.
That's crazy. Gay. Why would I do that? It's gay.
Right? It's all obviously it's gay, you know, to help somebody out. But it's like, yeah, that's what
a man help another man. That's crazy. Stop it.
Right. And it's
Sensei,
like, okay,
what you think I am, Sensei?
Or I'm gonna help him break his back by, you know, with this 200 pounds of stuff that he can't lift, you know. And they're always asking me, oh, how much can you do? How much can you do? I'm like, I can do what I can, you know. Obviously, it's gonna be more than you because I'm not a teenage boy. I'm a full-grown man.
And you've been working out since you were a teenage boy.
That has been working out for decades. Okay, so it's gonna be different.
Right.
We're not the same. This is why I'm the teacher and you're the student.
Amen.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So your goal is to not get to where I'm at. I mean, maybe by the time you're at my age, you can be where I'm at or even
sooner,
better.
If you consistent.
But you know, we've been doing this for 2 weeks. Y'all wilding right now. You're wilding, son. You know what I mean? You know,
I think it's gonna take like 2 months of some fly shit.
No, I just started. They want to do biceps. They want to do bicep curls with 150 on the bro. If you don't put that down, and it's like, and then I got like, yo, you're going to break things when you do that. Like you can't handle that. You know what I mean? The weights are slamming all over the place.
Of course.
No. You know, but that's young boys, and we all were young boys at one point. So you can't be too surprised. You know what I mean? It's like.
And reality is, it's not even their fault.
No, of course not. It's the way they built.
That's what they were taught their whole lives.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You say your dick is 7 inches. I say mine is 8. I say mine is 8. You say actually mine is 9.
Right. But then in like private, they'll tell me, oh, you know what you said? My dad said that, and my uncle said the same thing, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. So
because
I'm like,
in private, my competitors, my peers, they're not around.
Right. And so I'm like, your uncle sounds like a smart man. Your dad sounds like a smart man. Take his advice and continue with your training.
Tell them they look strong.
Oh, I don't need to do that. Oh, because they all feel they look strong. You kidding? There's not a weak person in the class.
No, I mean, I'm saying that I would tell the teenagers.
Tell dad or
he looks strong.
Yeah. You look strong, dad. You look strong, dad. How much do you
for like the next month, every man I see, that's what I'm gonna say when I greet him.
Right.
You see niggas in the street? Yo, you look strong.
Just G you up one time.
Right.
It's incredible. It's incredible how easy it is, right? I mean, we'll talk, like you said, we'll talk about this when we got all the brothers there, but it's like, it's so easy. It's so easy to put a battery in somebody's back and just
gotta stroke that ego, baby.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
And it don't even take a lot of stroking, just a little bit. Just stroke the male ego a little bit and watch what happens.
Right.
That's why I'm scared.
Yo, and I'll end it on this, but a friend of mine, I was saying, hey, man, I just biked 10 miles. It took me about an hour, right? And I was like, man, it was crazy. You know, my last mile, blah, blah, blah. And as a joke, I was like, man, I wonder how it would be if I did 15 miles. You know, that would take me 90 minutes. And she was like, oh, yeah, you could do it. I'm like, well, what makes you think I could do it? Oh, because you could do anything. All right, see, that's the pure G right there. That's the thing that gets people killing themselves. Because it's like, I just told you how much the hour was, and on my last mile, I felt like I was about to collapse. But you're going to tell me I could do anything, and if I was stupid, I'd be like, yeah, the next time I'm just going to do 90 minutes. Now, that doesn't mean I can't do 90 minutes, but I can't do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to work up to that if I'm gonna do that. It's like, what? Are you kidding? But that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? People, like you said, once you could do anything.
You could do anything.
No, I can't do it.
I'm telling you, you look strong.
Right. I can do. No, I can't do it. I'm a human being like anybody else. I have my limits. We all have our limits, Mr. Wayne. You know what I mean?
You know
like, you got to know what they are.
Know your limits, so Master Wayne.
Don't fuck around and get your shit all fucked up because somebody told you could do anything. No, you can't. You can do what you can do, and then you can train better. You know? It's like, okay, if I do 10 miles, then I would say to myself, let me try 11.
Right.
I'm not going to
reasonable.
Yeah, let me go one extra mile and then look at the data and say, okay, how did I do on that last time?
And see how I feel.
Right.
Because maybe 10 is where you need to stop.
Yeah.
Maybe you really don't need to be doing 11.
Right. I don't know. But I'm not going to try to.
On the pod. Like, they told me when I was in physical therapy, yo, we want you to jog 3 days a week. I was like, all right, cool. And at one point, I was doing the shit and it was easy. And they was like, okay, you can up it, but never go past this amount. And I'm like, oh, well, why not? They're like, nigga, you have a knee issue. You're going to fucking hurt yourself, especially if you do that shit on pavement. I was like, oh, all right, good to know. Sometimes you just got to chill out.
Yeah,
stay within the confines.
Right. And if you're going to go outside those confines, peek outside of them. You know what I mean? Do a little bit first, you know?
Yep.
Don't go 10 miles outside the fucking confines like you're fucking bugging right now.
I said it in one of our early pods. But at my job, there was this personal trainer who used to come to deal with one of the tenants, to work out with one of the tenants. And I asked him when I first started jogging. I'd already been jogging 3 days a week at that time. This is during lockdown. I'd already been jogging for a while, but I just say, this guy's a professional. Let me see what he says. And he rides his bike everywhere. He always shows up on his bike.
That's what's up.
Older cat, super cool brother. And he said, well, have you ever jogged before this? I said, nah, I'm an elliptical guy. He said, ooh, that's a whole nother conversation. You the man. but jogging is a different monster. I said, yeah, well, that's why I'm asking the expert. He said, yeah, my advice is start small. So on purpose, I'm like, oh, well, like 3 miles? He's like, no, start with half a mile. I said, half a mile? That's like nothing. He said, yeah, but you've never done it before. So instead of just starting crazy, start with half a mile. See how you feel. Do that for a few weeks, and then you can work up to 3 miles if that's what you want. But you don't want to just go and start off with 2, 3, 4 miles. And in fact, every time you go up, I advise you only go up by half a mile until you hit at least 3 miles. Then if you feel like, hey, I've been doing 3 miles for a while, I want to try 4 miles, you could do that.
Right.
He didn't know I was already jogging like 2 or 2.5 miles, but it was great advice, and I think about it all the time.
That's right.
All the time.
That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. Yeah.
And he was right, because what happened when I was jogging outside? Fucked up my knee. Too much pavement.
Yep. So, yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to take your time. Yeah, you said it exactly right. You take your time, do a little bit, and then the very important part is assess. You know what I'm saying? Once you're done, yeah, you did that little bit of extra, more than you normally do. Okay, let me assess.
Right.
And assess don't mean immediately 5-10 minutes. It means let me take a day or two, see how my body feel after that.
Right.
Because some things you're not going to feel immediately. Some things you feel when you're going to bed, or you feel in the morning when you wake up.
That next day.
Yeah, you wake up that next day, be like, oh, fuck, what the hell? This is inflamed, and that's inflamed, and this shit is
everything
crooked.
Hurting.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, all right, now that's your assessment. Now you know, you got to do some other things. You're not ready for that yet. That's not where you are, So take it back a minute and, do something. Like I tell people, okay, yeah, that's great to, like I love cardio. Cardio is dope. But I feel like when you do the cardio with that strength training, it actually going to make your cardio a little bit better, because now you have stronger muscles to help you with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So adding a little bit of something different will help you a lot of times with those cardio goals. If you say to yourself, and I talked about this before, that movie where a chick wanted to like, be in a marathon. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. You got to run every day, but that's not the only thing you got to do. You see a whole bunch of other shit, yoga and gym training, all this other stuff is going to make you get to your goal. And so he's absolutely right. Like, yeah, slowly. And then like you're saying, assess where you at and then get back into it. You have
to.
Yeah.
You have to. Because if not, you're just going to be looking stupid.
Oh, you'll fuck yourself up.
Hurt yourself, all type of shit.
Yeah, and then it's game over. It's no more fun, because now you got to take 3 months off to fucking try to heal. You know what I'm saying? And that's no fucking fun, because then you turn to a fat ass slob 3 months after. You know what I mean? Now you're starting back from zero. Oh fuck.
Or really worse than zero.
Worse than you was when you started.
Now you've been home eating Ben & Jerry's, upset.
Oh man, you've been chilling, man. Just fucking donuts and all kind of fly shit.
Krispy Kreme had a sale.
Yeah, you just binge watching all the shit. You catching up on everything.
Right. While ordering all the Papa John's.
Right. You done Uber Eats your ass off.
That's a fact, Jack.
Fuck
that's
that.
A fact.
All right, kid. This has been a good one.
We did a nice little hour here.
Yeah.
I think we did good. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. For those who were asking about pre-workout, I hope this was informative. I learned something today. Hopefully you did as well. And anybody who has more things that you're interested in, more questions, Dre's the expert, and I know a little something too. So, feel free to reach out to us via the proper channels. Hint, hint. Put it in the comments, all that. And we'll try to, see if we want to weigh in on it. So thanks again for being here. Whether you are listening or watching, we appreciate you. And we'll see y'all in a minute.